Fans, before we introduce the Clippers and the Green Wave for tonight's game, I ask that you direct your attention to midfield, where Sean Riley will conduct a short ceremony regarding the Memorial Field Improvement Project.
Thank you, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 years ago this year, at the annual town meeting of 1924, the residents of Abington voted to hire renowned landscape architects John and Frederick Olmsted to design a recreational area for the town which would be enjoyed by residents and which would serve as a permanent and living memorial for all of our town's war veterans. Over the next 10 years, the memorial trustees, school department, park and highway departments worked tirelessly with town residents to expand the original athletic field and to plant trees and landscaping to adorn the area surrounding the memorial building, which is now known as the Legion Building. The town invested funds to clear the land around the school's original football field, to construct a 504-foot-long concrete retaining wall and cement football bleachers, and to clear the land down to the pond in order to make room for a new baseball field, a running track, playground space, and future tennis courts. Much of the work was paid for by the town and federal funds to help create jobs for American residents during and after the Great Depression. When completed in the mid-1930s, Abington's Memorial Field became the pride of our town and the focal point of our athletic, social, civic, and veterans activities. Over the years, our community has continually invested in improvements and upgrades to the Memorial Field area as a means to maintain a wonderful gathering place for our families and to also restore the luster to our living memorial to our veterans. Most recently, federal infrastructure funds were used to install a new softball and football scoreboards and a new varsity baseball diamond, and private donations and community preservation funds were invested to pay for new softball fencing, new softball dugouts, and our wonderful new Beaverbrook playground. 15 years ago, volunteers raised funds to replace the wooden bleacher seats with aluminum benches, to install a new baseball backstop and dugouts, and to enlarge the press box. But in 1990, two of our largest civic projects used private donations to upgrade our Memorial Field complex by constructing the concession stand and storage building and to install 4 80-foot-tall light towers so that Abington could enjoy Memorial Field at night for the first time ever. The investment in the field lights immediately expanded the use and availability of Memorial Field for night games, town fireworks celebrations, and other community activities. Thanks to our community preservation funding, we are now able to replace the 34-year-old light system with our new energy-efficient LED field lighting system, which we proudly display here tonight. Phase 2 of our 2024 Memorial Field Improvement Project will also include the relocation of our junior varsity baseball diamond, improvements to our irrigation system, and the expansion of our available grass playfield areas. This work, as you can see, is now underway, and the new and renovated field areas will be ready for use in the spring and summer of next year. All of this work is funded through the Community Preservation Act, and we appreciate the support and votes of our residents to make this all possible. On the field tonight are representatives of the many groups and officials who all work together to ensure that Memorial Field will continue to shine in tribute to our veterans. We'd like to thank our town manager, Scott Lambiase, superintendent of schools, Dr. Felicia Moschella, athletic director, Peter Serino, high school principal, Jonathan Bourne, and assistant principal, Kate Casey, DPW director, John Stone, recreation director, Kelly Johnson, and Boosters president, Joanne Pease, and of course, and especially the members of our Community Preservation Committee, our Board of Memorial Trustees, our Select Board, our School Committee, and our Recreation Commission. The Memorial Field Improvement Project is yet another wonderful example of local government, town volunteers, and civic groups working together for the benefit of our community. We'd also like to welcome our Veterans Agent and Director of Veteran Services, Adam Gunn, the Chairperson of our Memorial Trustees, Reverend Dr. Christy Coburn, as well as Abington resident and retired U.S. Marine Glenn LaPointe, and invite them now to please step forward. Mr. LaPointe is one of 3 generations of football players in his family who played here in Memorial Field, and he has also generously and repeatedly donated his equipment, expertise, and service during many of our improvement projects, including digging the holes in 1990 for the original field light towers. On behalf of the fellow United States Marines, his fellow Greenway football players, and all of the Abington's veterans from all of our armed forces, Mr. LaPointe will now present a ceremonial American flag to Memorial Trustee Chair Christy Coburn and Veterans Agent Adam Gunn to formally acknowledge and dedicate these 2024 Memorial Field improvements in memory of and in living honor of the many veterans of Abington who have served our town and our country with dignity and valor. We are very proud to complete these investments in Memorial Field so that Abington's families and veterans can continue to enjoy this great green place of shaking grass for another 100 years. Thank you to our Community Preservation Committee and to all those who have supported these improvements here at Memorial Field. And we now would like to see our lights in action as we welcome the Abington and Norwell football teams onto this field. Thank you.
I'm going to do Norwell. Fans, at this time, please join me in welcoming the Clippers to Memorial Field for tonight's game. The Clippers are led by head coach John Willis. Assistant coaches include Jason Pithy, Matt Lucarelli, Randy Kerwin, Jim O'Hare, Matt Riga, Anthony Casella, Stephen Aborn, Steve Nazaro, and Mark Cipriano. The athletic trainer is Will Soloria. The athletic director is J.J. Nyamke. High school principal is Mark Bender, and the superintendent is Matthew Keegan. Welcome to the Clippers. Tell me when you want me to go, Pete.
I'm ready.
Everyone up? Good. Fans, I ask that you direct your attention to the center aisle of Memorial Field Grandstand and join me as we welcome captains number 10, Michael Riley, number 58, Jonathan Sharp Hunt, and number 62, Ryan LaRosa. And the rest of our Greenway football team. Beginning a new era for Greenway football, the Greenway coaching staff is led by, in his first year, head coach Ed Riley. Assistant coaches Jim Daly, Scott Pfeiffer, Dave Lyons, Mike Bruning, Jason Brown, Bella Cabongo, Tom Shepard, Kalanji Cabongo, and Joe D'Antonio Jr. The athletic director is Peter Serino. The superintendent of schools is Dr. Felicia Moschella. The high school principal is Jonathan Bourne. The cheerleader coach is normally Kristen Couture, but tonight is Kristen Gerhardt. The athletic trainer is Alicia Reed. The camera crew for tonight's game. Pardon me. I'll come back to the camera crew. The broadcasting tonight's game on local cable access are the Abington alumni dynamic duo of Sean Riley, class of '82, and Kevin Whalen, class of 1979. The chain gang for tonight's game across the field are Steve Wakeland, Steve McGuire, Adam Nash, and Bob Van Luling. The PA spotter for tonight is Bill Davis, and the referee for tonight's game is Rich Newman.
The Abington Green Wave are going to be hosting the Norwell Clippers here in South Shore League action. Both teams coming into this game with 2-1 records. Maybe it's because Kevin's not talking right now, but sorry, I'm doing some work backstage here. Well, all the captains are out in the field with referee Newman. Kevin, a beautiful night for football and a big game for these two teams because these are two of the best teams in the South Shore League, And this game really could define who gets some of the better playoff seedings.
Well, absolutely. Not only the seasoning, the season of placement of the playoff, Sean, but also it's going to also bring up like the league championship. I mean, even though it's early in the season, obviously we expect big things from Norwell this year, and Abington's off to a good start as well. Kind of both have similar records. Lost to a team that had, a much higher division playing against
Duxbury.
Situate. Duxbury.
They lost to Situate. We lost to
Duxbury. So, kind of similar situations here for both teams. So looking forward to a great night. I think the player to watch, obviously for them is Bostrom, number 26. He really tore them up last year. The Norwell player there, running back. He's a special running back. So hopefully the Green Wave can spy on him, but I'm looking forward to a great game tonight. And as we know, it all comes down to turnovers and take care of the ball. So hopefully the Green Wave has a good night.
Yeah, both teams had a bye week last week, so they come here fresh, kind of got to get back in the groove. Norwell's quarterback, number 11, a sophomore quarterback, Jack Lucarelli, very talented, good runner from the quarterback position, coming back from a thumb injury, so he's going to be another weapon out of the backfield.
He played last year a little bit too, I think, didn't he?
He was good.
He was very good.
So we're going to pause for just a second for the playing of our national anthem with the color guard from the Abington American Legion, post 112, at midfield for us tonight.
Tonight's honor guard from the Abington American Legion, Lewis V. Dorsey, post 112. And join me and the Abington High School Band under the direction of Mr. Tim Leonelli as we honor all that have served and continue to serve our country, giving their all to keep us free and safe with the playing of the national anthem.
We are ready for some football here tonight at Abington's Memorial Field. I know you heard the intro, the little ceremony we had at the beginning, but I really want to thank so many people who helped make this improvement project get put together. Community Preservation Committee worked incredibly well with us. Peter Serino was just great to work with. And then all the Board of Selectmen, the school committee, the superintendent of schools, the town manager, the director of the DPW, everyone has been pitching in to just do their share to help out. And we're blessed with a beautiful renovated field down here and soon a beautifully renovated complex.
Absolutely. It looks so nice. I mean, obviously DPW has always do a great job on the field here tonight, and definitely ready to play. Looking forward to a great game, and it's a great facility that has served the town for almost 100 years now. So it's been, this is just the hub of all the activities in town, so it's a great thing to invest in.
So Abington won the toss, but they deferred to receive the kick to start the second half. Michael Riley will tee it off, going right to left on your scoreboard, on your screen. I'm sorry. Looks like we have, I think it's Lucarelli back deep, number 26, and I'm going to guess
that's Bostrom's 26, Bostrom? Yeah. Bostrom's 26?
Yeah. I'll catch up to you soon enough. Also back deep, looks like number 6, his twin brother, Ethan Bostrom. Will is on the near side, Ethan on the far side. 12 minutes on the clock. Referee Newman gives him the thumbs up, and we are ready to start here, Game 4 on October 4th here at Abington. The left-footed kicker is going to let it drop in right about the 14-yard line.
That's going to go out of bounds at about the 5.
So we'll see what Norwell does here.
Make them kick it over or take it out at the 35. Most teams seem to be opting for taking it at the 35.
And it looks like that's what they're doing as they're shifting personnel. So it will be a fresh 12 minutes, no time off the clock, and Norwell at their own 35.
Well, I think, the key tonight, Sean, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, is definitely going to see whether the Green Wave can kind of, solidify the defense in the interior of the line. I think that's been kind of a little bit of their problem over the last few weeks, especially the first game, but against Duxbury. But let's see what happens. Obviously, we've talked about Bostrom. He's a special runner, so if they can kind of key on him and try to stop him, I think they'll have a good night.
Lucarelli's going to start off in a shotgun with 2 wide receivers out to the near side, 1 to the far side, and 1 running back in the backfield. Now going to load up on the near side. They're setting up a little bubble screen, and what a great defensive play to start.
Yeah, nice 5-yard loss right off the bat. That's what you like to see. Is that Kingston Maxwell making that?
Number 11 and number 18 on that.
Salamini.
They just went right by
They
the
read
blockers.
that so well.
Salamini got him first, and Kingston was there to get him second. Loss of 5.
It's a huge play right there. You want those negative plays, especially on first down.
Kind of looked like they're setting that up for a double pass because it was almost like a backwards pass, which would allow that first receiver to throw it. Now they kind of flip it with the 2 wide receivers, actually 3 on the far side. Lucarelli's a pretty big guy for a sophomore. Going to keep it over the left tackle. He's got some running room at the 40 and going to get a first down at about the 46. So a good pickup of about 16, a little right back at you by the Clippers.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things, it always takes a little bit of time. I mean, as far as what they're doing, as far as when Lucarelli's going to keep it, when he's going to hand it off, for the defense to kind of get on the same page as, what they're going to expect from the offense. So see what as this drive goes on, hopefully they can tighten it up.
Norwell's got a pretty good-sized line, so a lot of this game may be determined by the trenches because both teams have very versatile backfields.
I was very surprised at how big of a squad they have.
Again, they spread it out. Give her up the middle to Bostrom. Bostrom gets ankle tackled.
4.
But he'll pick up, about 4 yards. I think Patterson was in on that tackle, number 3.
I mean, one of the things about Bostrom that he always does, he always kind of leaning forward, picking up those extra yard or two, which is so important as the game goes on. So second and about 6 here for the Clippers.
The Bostrom brothers are seniors. As I mentioned, the quarterback is a sophomore. You might see a little bit of number 2, Joseph McCarthy, another senior wide-out running back. He's actually out wide to the near side, and they've got 3 receivers out on the far side of the field. Lucarelli and Bostrom in the backfield. He keeps it. Lucarelli gets hit by Patterson at the 50-yard line.
No gain. Nice job of staying home there by number 50 for the Green Wave, or number 60 rather. So that's a nice job there. That is Brady Augusta.
Jonathan Sharp-Hunt.
Jonathan Sharp-Hunt, who's
also back after injury. Yep.
Right, but they both, and that's one of the things, the key there, right, is like you stay and at the ends have to kind of make sure that they keep everything inside where they have help. And if you get around, then obviously it's more difficult because they don't have any help on the outside. So nice job by the defensive end there, and the linebackers coming up to help out.
3rd and 6 now. Again, they send wide outs. Ethan Bostrom out wide to the far side. McCarthy out wide to the near side. Lucarelli in the shotgun once again. Big 3rd down play. And a timeout being called by Coach Willis, I believe.
Timeout. Norwell.
Well, you wonder whether this would be 4-down territory for Sean. They're right at the 50. I mean, it's like it depends on probably what they do here on this 3rd down.
Referee Newman, we have a brand new microphone sound system tonight, and we can clearly hear Referee Newman's crackling voice. Apparently getting over,
you can. I mean, the system is amazing.
Illness.
The lights are amazing. Just a great job by the committee and everyone involved.
And if you can see out beyond the football field, you'll see work underway on the far side of the field where there are a lot of earth movement over there. We are moving the JV baseball diamond to the left side of the field as you're looking at it. So it will no longer be overlapping with the varsity baseball field. And you can see it there with that crack camera staff. And we're going to enlarge the playing area, the grass area, by moving that baseball diamond. So we'll have a larger, irrigated, and just a safer area for all of our teams of all ages to play. Here we go. Big 3rd down and 6 right at the 50, right in front of you. Shotgun, 2 men moving.
I know.
Looking to throw, puts it up in the air, and
nice tip there by
away.
Salamini. Get the hand on that to knock it away. Nice job by Salamini, dropping back off of his man, kind of into the line of where the ball was going, and making a great athletic play there, bringing up 4th down.
So I'm wondering what the call is on that. We had a wing back in motion, and the quarterback moved his leg at the same time, really to signal for the motion. But if they're both moving, that could. potentially be a
It
call.
looked like a little bit more movement than what you'd normally see from
Right.
a quarterback. And
4th and 6 at the 50. They're lining up to punt. And it looks like, is that number 6 back there? Is that Bostrom? Ethan Bostrom? And we got Naz Paulding and Ryan Salamini back deep at about their own 20. Good snap.
Nice poop.
Good line drive kick is going to go right to Salamini at the 16. Salamini's going to give it to Naz coming down the near sideline.
He's got some
Naz
room.
got some room down the sideline. Cuts it back inside. Naz on his feet still. Over the 50, the 45, and taken down the 40-yard line. Nice
Another
run
big
back.
return by the Green Wave. Once again, getting that wall set up.
And there was not much room for him to go down the sideline. It was tight, and he saw it and cut back to gain another 20
Well,
yards.
that's, give credit to Norwell. They kind of, knew that was coming. That wall was coming. They kind of got it over, but they weren't able to, push it all the way to the edge there. And they did have a man down at about the 50 that made him cut back in and where he had help to bring him down at the 40. So nice job by the Green Wave.
So we're now at the Abington 40-yard line.
And so actually ends up
Norwell
being like
40.
negative, Sean, on the punt because you end up giving up 10 more yards than you actually kicked.
So here comes the Green Wave with Patterson out wide with Salamini in the slot. We got Naz out wide to the near side with 2 men in the slot. Looks like Nash and McSherry. Riley standing alone as quarterback in the shotgun. McSherry, the big tight end, goes in motion to the right. Riley's rolling right. Has some time. Rolling. Thinking about turning the corner. Flushed out, and he's going to be taken down.
Maybe not.
Finally taken down for a loss of maybe 1 or 2. Good coverage downfield by the Clippers.
Yeah, rolling right, and I think, he just didn't have anybody, and they had good pursuit there to kind of keep it going. It's going to be a loss of about 1 for the Green Wave.
Bring up 2nd down for Abington here at Memorial Field.
He could throw that away once he's outside the tackle boxes, as long as he makes it back to the line of scrimmage. He can throw that ball away.
Riley, number 10, jogging back to the huddle with the next play selection.
And I'm sure his mother would prefer that he did that.
Yes, that's right. Patterson out wide to the far side. 2 men in the backfield. Looks like Nash and Salamini. Give to Salamini coming around the left side. Puts his head down. Gets back to about the same line of scrimmage. Looks like tackling the play by number 42, Ryan Bugzagny. Be 3rd down for Abington.
As you were
Beautiful
saying,
night.
I mean, it's a beautiful evening tonight. You're absolutely right, Sean. And as you're saying, though, they got some big kids on that line.
Yep.
And they've been pretty active so far tonight's game. Of course, we saw at Silver Lake, it was very similar. Green Wave had trouble kind of running the ball for probably about 2.5 quarters, and then all of a sudden they were able to get it going in the 3rd and 4th quarter to take over the ball game.
Norwell expecting a pass. Has some changes to the secondary. Maxwell out wide to the far side with Salamini in the slot. Patterson over on our side, near side. And there goes Nash in motion. Riley rolling.
Get some
Naz with a
time.
block. It's going to go downfield, puts it up, and it is caught. It's caught at the 5-yard line.
Wow, what a catch.
Little tip drill.
Holy cow, what a catch.
Kingston Maxwell.
Holy cow, just went up. I mean, he's got that ability just to go to the high point of the ball and just reach over the players to pick it off.
I think that was tipped. This cornerback or safety did a great job with coverage. That ball is up for grabs,
He
but no,
just took
Kingston
it.
comes down with it.
Nice play.
Big pass completion, well-thrown ball by Micah Riley, the senior quarterback. Puts it now 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Now they line up. 2 men in the backfield, Salamini and Nash. Nash number 4, Salamini number 11. Give Salamini right side,
Nothing
hit
doing there.
immediately
Wow.
at the line of scrimmage. They'll hold him up there and bring up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he lost a maybe 1 or 2 yards there. You get good pressure right up the middle there, Norwell did. Of course, one of the things that Norwell can concentrate now on is because they really don't have anything deep that they can bring all those defenders, up on the line of scrimmage or right behind the line of scrimmage and can blitz people. So I think a rollout here to maybe to the left side or whatever side is comfortable the quarterback is running to.
Wide side of the field would be to the left.
Right.
Coming down to the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Abington's first possession after Norwell had to punt from the 50. Having it up in the line of scrimmage. Naz in the backfield to Riley's right. McSherry offset to the left. There goes Naz in motion. Riley's going to keep it and follow McSherry. Riley trying to get down towards the 5-yard line. Pick up maybe 1 or 2. Wow, that's going to be frightening when you see McSherry coming through the line with the
Big
lead
boy.
block.
I think they gave him up to the 6, back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Still 3rd and goal Knocking on the door here for the Green Wave.
So McSherry stays in.
Norwell,
I would think that this would be some type of pass. You got 2 downs to get it. Do you go for a field goal on 4th down? And of course, Mike Riley is actually a very good kicker as well.
Abington, I think, trying to get the right personnel, and they're going to put Patterson in, and Naz is going to take a breather. So they break the huddle now. Not much time on the play clock here. They got to get this one off.
There it goes.
Nash in the backfield.
Seconds.
McSherry out wide to the near side of the field, trying to get him in motion. Comes in motion. Riley looking to throw. Flag thrown. Back of the end zone.
It's
complete for a touchdown.
I'm going to hold off. I think there was a motion penalty, or they're going to call a motion penalty.
Flag on the field. Illegal shifting on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Beat those down.
So you heard the call from referee Newman, or in case you didn't, an illegal shift. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
The flag went right. It seemed like everybody was set, and then Naz went in motion. I don't know why there was an illegal shift.
Didn't notice it myself.
McSherry was set, and then Naz went in motion, which is what you have to do. So we see what the Green Wave has, 3rd and about 11 here, 3rd and goal from the 11.
All right, here comes the Green Wave out to the line of scrimmage.
He's wide open in the end zone, though, so nice drawn-out play.
Now from the 11, 3 receivers on the left side. Nash steps over to the right of Riley with 1 receiver, Patterson on the far side. Riley is going to be quarterback keep, going up the middle of the field of the 5. Riley dives, gets it down about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. It'll be 4th and goal, and I'm sure the Green Wave will go for it here.
Yeah, 4th and about 2. 4th and 1, it's really close down to the...
Looked like he was only going to pick up 3 or 4 initially, but he made a nice cut.
He moved it back. It looks like it's 5. At the 3 now.
No, that's the 2-yard line.
2-yard line?
Yep, 4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
Let's see what they do here. They got McSherry coming in.
4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
Green Wave definitely going for it here. 4th and goal from the 2.
What do you call, Kev?
I like a little bit of, use your weapons there. You've got Kingston Maxwell who can get up high. You've got McSherry, big tall guy.
And they're both on the right side. Now Salamini, moving. Rolling is Riley. Rolling looking to throw. Puts it up, and it's
touchdown!
Nash!
Touchdown, Manny Muskegon!
A 2-yard touchdown pass to Mason Nash. A 2-yard touchdown pass, and the lights go crazy here at Abington's Memorial Field to celebrate the first 6 of the game.
Well, Mason
Here's the replay. Nash with a nice touchdown pass reception. Riley takes his time, then just fires it, and Nash with a great job just getting in between the defenders, and the Green Wave will line up for the point after.
Touchdown pass was complete to number 4, Mason Nash.
Riley puts it up through the pipes.
I will tell you, Sean, we were talking about just the number of weapons. We were talking about Salamini, Maxwell, and, Jake McSherry kind of being the big targets for the Green Wave. And then Mason Nash just kind of runs along the goal line there, and he's able to get free from his man, and Riley's able to deliver. So Green Wave just has so many different players that they can use.
Some clutch plays there by the Green Wave with, starting with the punt return, and then we had the nice pass down there caught by Maxwell.
Right.
And then, of course, that play right there, and first in Riley's play to get it down to the 2. So
I think that's been the story early in the season here. That's been the story for the Green Wave, right? It's like they've had the big play when they've needed it. And we've seen that so many times, even against Duxbury in the loss. To keep those drives alive, to keep in that game. They had a lot of long plays that kept them in the ballgame.
And I don't know if you could hear it at home, but one of the new thrills we have now is not only do we hear the music and the lights upon a touchdown, but people here at the stadium now get to hear Kevin Whalen's glorious voice over the PA system as he yells, "Touchdown, Manny Muskegon."
Well,
did you hear my reference in my speech out there about how they can enjoy the land of the tall green shaking grass?
I heard that.
Which is
little pooch.
Going to drop in at the 25. Good bounce for Bostrom. It's going to be hit and stop.
About the 32, 33.
The Norwell Clippers offense will come out. Ethan on the return, Ethan Bostrom.
That's a big score. Being able to,
Yeah.
get that big play that the Green Wave did on special teams and then capitalizing on it. And that's the thing that you got to do. You got to capitalize. When you do get, great starting field position like the Green Wave did, you definitely have to take advantage of what the Green Wave did.
Kevin, I don't know, but I don't know any high school in Eastern Massachusetts that has the light and sound system that the Abington High School now does.
Well, we got that going for us, Sean.
That's right. So hopefully you'll see that a lot tonight with a lot of touchdowns from the Green Wave.
Exactly.
Handoff right up the
Nothing
middle.
doing.
Bostrom on the carry picks up 2, but
Good pressure in the middle there by the Green Wave.
looks like Jonathan Sharp-Hunt was also in there on the tackle.
Welcome back. He's been out for a few weeks. Good to see him back out on the field.
Also Matt Pfeiffer helping out.
Number 51 for the Green Wave.
Out come the Clippers. Again, Will Bostrom in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the near, 1 to the far side. Quarterback Keep trying to the right side, still on his feet now, cuts it back in the middle and going to be taken down. First down, though, the 46-yard line. There's where you see once again the talent of the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and you can see, too, it also helps when you have like a talented back like Bostrom, number 26 for the Clippers as well.
Got to respect them.
Because exactly, you respect them. You can see the defense kind of thinking that they get the play is going to go outside, and they're kind of like leaning that way. And then, he pulls it back in. Lucarelli does, and pulls it back in and just goes off tackle. So nice read by the quarterback.
So 1st and 10, Green Wave at the 46-yard line, coming down to the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Green Wave up 7-0 here in the 4th game of the season. Again, now they switch it around with 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lucarelli still in the shotgun. Lucarelli puts 2 men in motion, and there's the flag. Thank you very little. A little confusion on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Had they both stopped and then snapped the ball, it would have been okay.
But, he does do it. It's a very different, usually you just do a little step, and he
it's
does
almost like a horse thing.
He does like a whole body movement thing there. And, where he's moving his whole body to get the snap. So it's a little bit different. I could see where defenses might be able to get pulled off from that, pulled off sides.
So they move it back to the 41 and bring a 1st and 15. See if they go to the air or stay with their, I think is their strength on the ground.
They've had success with Lucarelli, so.
They send McCarthy out wide to the far side after he started to the right side. Might be still some confusion, but they put a man in motion now. They hand off with a sweep, trying to get around the end.
He's got some room.
Turn it to the 45 to the 50, turns the corner, trying to get down the sidelines, dives inside the 40-yard line for a good pickup by the Clippers. That was number 21, Joseph Perniola.
Number 11 for the Green Wave. Salamini was on the tackle out there, but about a 20-yard pickup.
I saw one of the Abington defenders, one of the cornerbacks, kind of read that play and came up on it quickly and made a play. But Perniola was able to roll off of it and keep going.
Well, they had some good pulling blockers out there, Sean, so they had a good amount of blocking out there. And that's the thing. When a good running back is able to make that one tackle miss, then it's like you might be able to get a lot of yardage afterwards, and you could see that after that first contact. Number 21 was able to take care of that.
McCarthy out wide far side. Ethan Bostrom out wide near side. They put a man in motion. Green Wave come up on the line. They give. It's a quarterback keep. Trying to go on the left side. He stutters, still on his feet, though, inside the 35.
He's gone.
Going to be breaking away. And it is going to be a 38-yard touchdown run by Jack Lucarelli, the sophomore quarterback.
Yep, and he had a couple times where the Green Wave players almost had him. He's just able to get loose. Very slippery running there for the Clippers. Nice job by Lucarelli. That was all his drive.
You'll see it on the replay from courtesy of Abington Cam, and our cameraman high above Memorial Field breaks a tackle. Steps, follows his blockers, gets out of a little jam right there, and then just sees pay dirt in front of him and has nothing but green to get to the end zone. So they'll line up for the kick.
You only have 10 on the field.
This is Connor Woodland, I believe, will be kicking for the Clippers at the 146 mark. And
good.
Kick is good, so they tie it up.
7-7. Minute 46 to go here in the first quarter. Some back and forth there for the Green Wave. Well, now, really deferring really makes it such a big deal, kind of, that opening kickoff shot, because now you do get that ball back and you get that extra set of downs because you're able to stop them on that first, on their first series.
Yeah, with these two teams, the way they play, every possession is going to be critical. You want to get some points on the board. They both have very potent offenses, as we've seen.
Is that Jim Rook out there tonight?
It is. It's out near the kickoff right now. Jim, a former Abington resident, also played a little professional football.
For the Kansas
High
City
School
Chiefs.
cheerleaders down below us. We'll run over their names a little bit later. So 1:46 to go here in the first quarter. We're all tied up.
Salamini back deep with Paulding back deep for the Green Wave. Big number 51 for them is kicking off. That's Shiv Kelly.
So we await the kick. Big boy kicking.
Wow.
Good high end-over-end kick going to Naz's way at the 8-yard line. Naz Paulding with the return up the middle.
Wedge. He's got a wedge.
Naz, stutter steps looking for a hole. He's going to drive the pile over the 32.
Nice return there.
Pretty good
Nice
field
boot.
position for the Abington.
Yep. Anything outside the 30 is always kind of what you're looking for.
Going to mark it at the 33, I believe.
Well, on their second drive here, Sean, I'd like to see if they can get a little bit of a running game going.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of consistency, kind of slow the game down, move the chains, take some time off the clock.
And Norwell does have a pretty dominant, I won't say dominant, but a strong defensive line, a young defensive line.
Well, I think, too, you know, it's kind of because that's what we're kind of used to Abington football, but when, you know, Abington's, you know, assets are really their skill positions,
right.
too. So, I mean, they got to play to that strength.
So the Green Wave lining up again with Riley in the shotgun, Naz in the backfield, gets the handoff. Naz, pretty good hole on the left side, but then suddenly closes on him as he picks up about 2.
Picks up, yeah.
Bring up second down for the boys in green.
Got a good little push there, but Norwell was able to kind of stop that after a couple of yards. So nice job by the Clippers, but good push by the Green Wave offensive line.
The Abington Police Department are collecting donations tonight during the game for the folks down in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, who suffered tremendously in the recent Hurricane Helene. If you'd like to make a donation, you can stop by the police department at any time. All right, see what the Green Wave does here. 2nd and 8. 2 men in the backfield. Riley looking to throw. Riley with a quick out pattern, just overthrown. Intended receiver, looks like it was Maxwell. No, it was Patterson. Yep, Patterson. Would have been enough for the first, but it was a little bit thrown high to Patterson.
Well, we were down there last week for different reasons, but we could definitely see a lot of the devastation. It's, you know, we were in an area that wasn't as affected as much, but still pretty devastating to that area. So, and unfortunately, like I saw that most of the folks, because of where they live, they didn't really need flood insurance in the past. And I think there's only like 1% of the people down there in North Carolina or Nashville area actually have flood insurance.
I think just the track of that storm caught everybody off guard.
So it's third and about 8 here for the Green Wave.
Riley with Paulding in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers out to each side. For the shotgun. Fakes left, goes right. Throws to Maxwell. Goes off a block. Maxwell
He's got it
just
first.
gets the first down
Got
up
the
to the 48.5-yard line.
Just about a half a yard for that first down. Nice job of having that nose for that line to gain that first down. As we were talking about it, I mean, the Green Wave always seems to come up with the big play when they've needed it so far this season. And once again, they do that with 3rd and about 8. And they get 8.5 for that first down.
So fresh set of downs at the 44 with time running down here. It'll be the last play with 10 seconds and rolling in the first quarter. Maxwell out wide to the far side. 5 seconds and rolling. See if we get the snap off. Riley under center. It's going to be another pass by Riley. Looking downfield, going for the gusto. It's going to be overthrown.
Wow.
Good coverage, good speed by all 4 of those young men down there in the green and the white.
His arm's so strong, Sean, he could overthrow a dictator.
Folks, Kevin Whalen here tonight. He's on fire. El Fuego.
It's been a while since I've used that one.
12 minutes on the scoreboard clock. We want to thank our crew working behind the scenes. Matt Lyons, the director, Mike the Postman, Simmons on camera, Dave Bowen on camera, and Kevin Tachi, tech support. Oh, plus the Abington Cam interns, Drew Flaherty and Nathan Calcano. Also, I want to let you know the town of Abington will soon have a high-definition channel for Comcast and Verizon subscribers to view quality locally produced programs. Comcast's new HD channel went live on September 25th, while Verizon should be available in the coming days. We're excited to create new content that will be showcased on these new channels, Comcast channel number 1072 and Verizon channel number 2128. You can watch these games in high definition now. Comcast channel 1072, Verizon channel 2128.
Well, don't worry, folks. Your mute button will still work.
That's right. You can turn Kevin and I up at any time you want. So we're going to reverse directions. The Greenway will now go left to right across your television screen. And we'll see what they do here with a second down and 10 at the 44. Riley under center. Now some motion. Ball's on the ground. I think Riley got on it.
Right at the 15-yard line on the
Bring up a third down for Abington.
That will be done at halftime.
Brings up about, 3rd and 12 here for the Green Wave.
I'm really looking forward to the work we're doing with Phase 2 of the Memorial Field project out on the east side of the field, of Memorial Field, the complex. We're gonna, as we said, we're moving the JV baseball diamond because for years we've had a problem here with JV and varsity. The view of it, JV and varsity would be overlapping. The outfields were literally standing next to each other. So we're going to move that over to what was formerly known as the Dust Bowl. And before that, before it was called the Dust Bowl, Kevin, it was called
Whiskey Hill.
Whiskey Hill. Used to be a large hill in that area. All right, Green Wave with a 3rd and 12 now. Calls a timeout from the sideline. So got to make sure they get the right play in the right formation.
And that was blown up, I think, around, 71 or 2.
That's correct. Early 70s. They removed the hill to make some more playing space. But really wasn't good quality soil over there, so that's what we're kind of refreshing, bringing in some good organic soil. We've got a great crew from Rad Sports, won the bid, and a great project manager will be overseeing all the work. And instead of planting seed and waiting 2 or 3 years for it to grow, the Community Preservation Committee agreed that we should use sod so we could immediately get turf ready to go immediately with the new irrigation system over there. So we should be seeing some use over in that area in the late spring and summer of next year. So a great expansion of about 3 acres of field space that really wasn't usable very much in its existing conditions. So we're real happy about that, and I'm sure the youth sports and the high school sports are looking forward to it. Not just also, was some recent expansion to the Beaverbrook Playground. So if you have any little ones, it's a great playground down here.
The grandkids have already enjoyed the new additions.
3rd and 12 now at the 42-yard line. Salamini's going to be over here with trips left with Maxwell and Nash, it looks like. Riley in the shotgun now puts Salamini in motion. Riley back to pass, gets some pressure, steps up, fakes it, now tucks it under, tries to get over the 50, gets up to the 50, bring up a 4th down and about 4 at the 50-yard line. Yeah. Abington likely go for it.
So it's 10:50 to go here in this second quarter. Looks like they are. Well, Riley's the punter usually too, right? So
he is.
Sometimes.
They might try to get him off, get Norwell to jump off sides for a 5-yard penalty, which would give him a first down.
And 4.
Norwell, some defensive substitutions. Van Luling out over the ball as the center for the Green Wave. And they fill into his left and right now. Tight formation for the Green Wave with the exception of Maxwell on the near side. Riley under center. It's going to low. He's going to throw. Looking for the big tight end. Puts it up. Oh, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. They had to wait an extra second, and a nice effort there by McSherry, and Riley put it up high where only he could get his hands on it. So it'll be a turnover on downs at the 50-yard line. 10-11 on the clock in the second quarter. So we see if Norwell tries to just keep it slow and methodical, or if they're going to try a big strike play here.
Well, I think the Lucarelli, kind of decision-making has been pretty solid so far tonight. So probably put the ball in the hands of number 11. It's almost like they've been using Bostrom as a decoy, Sean.
Bostrom is in the backfield with Lucarelli. Now they put a man in motion. They're going to give to Bostrom a little cross buck coming back the other way. And going to be run out of bounds at about the 44. well short of the first, but a good pickup of about 6 or so. No, actually, they're going to give him about 7 or 8.
About 6, right?
Oh,
That guy on the
near
other side,
is,
wow.
Yeah. The guy on the far side had a pickup of 6. The guy on the near side pick up
8.
Almost 8, yeah. So it'll be second and 2. I think Steve Wakeland's on the wrong line right now.
No.
He is. He's moving it now. Thank goodness. Shotgun, give to Bostrom. Bostrom right side turns it up, gets the first, and then is stood up and taken down at about the 38-yard line, but it'll give Norwell a fresh set of downs under the 10-minute mark here in the second. Sean Riley and Kevin Whalen bringing this Abington Greenway football action as we have been doing for many years, and every year is just enjoyable as the last.
You know, in Bostrom, it's like, I was surprised it's taken him this long to get going, but he definitely is someone that you need to watch for. And they got that good mix. Now that, you're trying to key on Lucarelli, they can go back to Bostrom, go back and forth, and mix it up on the defense. So,
well, and Bostrom is definitely like a fullback type of runner.
He runs tough between the tackles, can bounce it outside.
Shotgun again for Lucarelli, the sophomore. Gives it to Bostrom, right side, looking for a hole, punches it outside, turns the corner, is going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 30.
He's hit pretty good there.
Everyone bounces back up. It'll be a second and, 2, looks
second
like.
and 2 once again, another about 8-yard pickup.
Mark it at the 30-yard line. All tied up here in the second quarter.
So nice negative play would be good here for the Green Wave, Sean.
What a fumble, Kev.
Fumble would be great.
They got 2 receivers out wide on each side for Lucarelli. Bostrom in the backfield. Now they put a man in motion. They give to the motion man coming. It's kept by Lucarelli.
There's a hole there by number 50.
Middle, it breaks free. And there is a flag down behind the play.
Yeah, number 50.
Flag on the field.
Yeah. Back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Green Wave player was trying to turn and
we'll wait for the call by referee Newman. Hopefully it negates. It is. Kevin, you are good.
Yeah, I saw that. The player for the Green Wave was trying to twist out of his way there and trying to, get into the lane where the running back was running and just was not able to because of the hold.
So they're going to move him back
10 from the spot of the foul. So it's going to end up being about second and about 6, I think.
Have the ball about the 34-ish. Let's see where they stop it.
39, yeah. So it's happening at the
34.
34. So happening at the 24. So it's going to be second down
and 6.
At
the 34.
It's like a negative play without the loss of down.
Right. Mason Nash, number 4, the Green Wave captain, out there waiting for the call from Coach Daly on the sideline.
From Daly, that's the one thing about the consistency. I mean, I know Coach Kell is, retired, but all the other staff members have stayed on, which is great for the kids to have that same consistency in coaching.
2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the other side. Bostrom shifts over left, and Bostrom now going to take the handoff over the right side. Spins, still on his feet, but gets it down
short of the first.
Yeah, he's going to be just inside the 30.
So it's going to be about 3rd and 2 still for the Clippers. With 51 coming in for the Green Wave.
So
Matt Pfeiffer.
The Clippers keeping it all on the ground here on this drive. And we'll see what Lucarelli and company do here with a 3rd and short at the 30.
Well, I think you'd probably put it in the hands of Lucarelli, make him make the decision whether he hands it off or keeps it.
And Lucarelli does that, keeps it, follows his blocking back, close and gets the first down, the extra effort. Look at the effort there by
sophomore.
Lucarelli.
He's a big kid.
He is.
A big boy for like a sophomore.
Gets a couple extra for the first down as they move the ball down to the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Abington.
I don't see why they would pass at this point at all, Sean. I mean, I just keep it on the ground.
Yeah.
If you're Norwell.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly. I mean, they've been able to mix it up and I think confuse the Green Wave defense enough.
Bostrom talking to the referee. I'm not sure if he's complaining about something or what.
Want to ask him to turn on your mic?
We'll listen into the conversation.
Yeah. So, important series here for the Green Wave as we come just about 7 minutes to go.
Norwell coach, head coach John Willis. Great guy. All right, 1st and 10. Ooh, a high snap. Lucarelli comes down with it, though. Goes over the right side. Still on his feet. Inside the 15-yard line.
Just short of the first.
Good hands there.
Just right off tackle.
That was up over his shoulder when he grabbed that.
Oh, he's a big kid, like I said earlier. I mean, he's tall, he's athletic. Yeah, he was able to put his shoulder down and just push for about 9-yard pickup there.
2nd and 1.
60 Brady Augusta comes in for the Green Wave.
Nash going to take a breather. 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half, all tied up. But Norwell's moving the ball now inside the 15-yard line of the Green Wave.
Yeah, and it's all inside the tackles too, Sean, for the most part. I mean, they had a sweep there, but for the most part, you're seeing all the damage that Norwell does is inside the tackles.
Yeah, they line up again with Bostrom in the backfield with Lucarelli. 2 wideouts to each side. Man in motion. Lucarelli going to throw, going to the corner of the end zone. And there was a push by the Norwell Clippers, but no call and no completion either, so it falls incomplete.
Well, and that's not a bad call. We were talking about why would you, but you get almost a free play there because you got such 2nd and about 1 to go there for the first down, so you can take a shot at it there.
3rd and 1 now.
Yeah, there definitely was a little push as into the end zone, but the Green Wave player was able to keep their balance and tip the ball away.
See what the play selection is here. You think they're going to stay on the ground here, and this one, just one more yard will get them a fresh set of downs. Again, Lucarelli, number 11, gives it to Bostrom, right side. Bostrom gets around the corner, gets the first down. Bostrom going to get in.
Another flag. It's going to be a hold.
Another hold?
Yeah.
Flag on the field. Flag on the field.
So that may negate the
I think it's a hold.
touchdown.
I mean, it's like right there on the line of scrimmage there, and it was during the play.
Typically,
holding.
Where such a call would be made. We'll wait for referee Newman.
Holding on the
it is.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty.
Wow.
So that's 2 touchdowns taken off the board by
well,
penalties.
and this is why we were talking about, 2nd and 1, right? You pass it. If you run, you probably get the first down, right? Now, all of a sudden, you pass it. It's 3rd down. You still feel you got 2 downs, but then you have a 10-yard penalty here.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, it's going to go back and be like a 3rd and 9 here for the Clippers. So you might not end up getting the first down. So that's why I think, I would have kept it on the ground. You had, 2nd and 1. So you're going to end up with about a 3rd and 7 here for the Clippers.
That's right. They mark it now at the 19-yard line. They got to get it to about the 12.
Still have 2 downs to get it. Good defense by the Green Wave.
5:58 on the clock here in the second quarter at Abington's Memorial Field. The Clippers break their huddle with Bostrom again staying near his quarterback, Lucarelli. 2 wideouts to each side. Lucarelli now puts a man in motion. High snap. Lucarelli keeps it. Gets in the right side.
Brought him down. Nice tackle. Was that Pfeiffer, number 51 for the Green Wave?
It was
53.
Critical tackle.
Van Luling.
There by Andrew Van Luling.
So brings it right at the line of scrimmage, too. So it's only about 4th and 6 now.
If Andrew didn't make that tackle, it was
definitely a first down.
Ball at the 18.
And he likes that off tackle. He just goes right for that off tackle. That's what Lucarelli does. So nice job there. I don't know whether you have to spread out your defense a little bit more, kind of, to take that lane away from them.
4th and 6 at the 18-yard line. Lucarelli gets the play selection from Coach Willis and company over the far sideline. And now they're going to call a timeout and think about this. A big play, big decision for the Clippers.
Well, they haven't really been in passing situations too much, Sean. I think this is one of the first times of the night where you're kind of in a passing situation, right? 4th and about 7, 4th and 6.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not to take away from their running game, though, too, because they've been picking up 7, 8 yards. Yeah. Beautiful night here for football. Great night to be here to watch football. Even if you don't have a kid on the team, it's just a great place to be here to meet people, see people.
Got all the Riley's girls in the house tonight.
Got a large contingent. My daughter Maeve took the train from New York City to be here. My daughter Jill came in from Boston to be here. It's just, that's how important these Green Wave games are. 5:12 on the clock as the teams are in huddles. Got a message from Abington Cam. If you like to learn about cameras, the art of video editing, how to do podcasting, or maybe you want to volunteer in a production, Abington Cam is always seeking volunteers and offers opportunities to residents who are interested in audio and video production. If you want to know more, visit the website at abingtoncam.tv or send an email to info@abingtoncam.tv. Any age, all is welcome. No experience necessary. They'll do all the training for you. We have a really nice studio, which is in part of Abington High School. We can talk more about that later. Here we go. Big play here. 4th and 6. They got 2 men in motion, and it's going to be another flag. Going to move him back 5 yards. They throw it, but it'll be no play.
Yeah, so now it's going to be 4th and 12.
Wow, that's
second time on that same play.
Yeah, after coming out of a sideline huddle, too, to choose the play and describe it, that's tough to have that level of miscommunication. So Norwell hurting themselves right now. Back to where you were, Kevin, when it was 2nd and 1.
Right. I mean, if you just punched it and got the first down, it's kind of, then you could just run the ball in.
So
but you went for it, you didn't get it, so now it's 3rd. You try to run it, you get the holding penalty, you get pushed back. And now you have this penalty as well to make it 4th and 11. Green Wave D's got to come up with this big stop, though, because, nothing would be more crushing at this point than a 4th and 11, making that.
4th and 11. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers in the near side. Lucarelli looking to throw, looking left. Pressure from the right.
Gonna be sacked. What a play. Great defensive stand.
Mason Nash, I believe it was.
Yep, number 4 for the Green Wave.
Huge sack on a 4th down attempt.
Oh, the Mount Vernon boys. Because they've been burying people, Sean.
That's right, the Nash brothers.
The Nash brothers.
Here's a replay. Watch Nash coming around from the far side. Lucarelli's looking
just
to his left.
Pushes his guy back.
Yeah, just goes right through the blocker and just takes him down back at the 30-yard line.
Wow.
So not only does he stop the 4th down, but they lose even more yardage.
Well, and that's going to be something that might haunt the coach on. You have that, 2nd and inches to go for that first down, and you pass it, maybe trying to get a little too cute. I mean, there is that line of thinking, right? That
yep.
You can take a shot at it because you've got a 2nd and short. You got 2 downs to make it.
So Green Wave now 73 yards away from pay dirt on their own 27-yard line. Maxwell wide near side. Looks like Patterson going out on the far side. We'll get 4 receivers now with Solomini and Nash joining the party. Naz in the backfield with Riley. Riley looking to throw over to
Maxwell.
Maxwell pitches it to Naz, trying to get around the corner, but some good pursuit there by the Clippers. And I thought there was going to be a flag for hit out of bounds, but no call. So they're picking people back
Picked up
off
about
the turf.
3. The little hook and lateral, and of course that's been 2 yards.
Took out some coolers and stuff over there, Kev. Some of your brethren.
That's right, my fraternal brothers down there. Gotta make sure they're hydrated.
Ball now moved up to the 29.
Be able to replenish at halftime here, Sean. So
Correct.
2nd and 8.
Patterson out wide to the far side line. 2 men in the backfield now with Riley on each side of them. Hand off to Naz. Up the middle. Naz bursts of speed. The 35 spins, and he's got to get the first, I think, up at near the 37.
I think they have marked him right at the 37. It looks like a 38.
38, yeah.
38, so he's going to get the first down. They want to move, though. That step, you just see that step, and he just puts that back foot in, and he just goes. Green Wave doing a little bit of the hurry up there now.
Chain gang crew hurrying up themselves. 4:40 on the clock.
That's where the off-season training pays off for those guys.
Shotgun for Riley. Looking to throw. He's got pressure. He stands up, puts it under his shoulder, and gets it up over the 45.
Nice 7-yard pickup.
Timeout by the Green Wave. Oof. So there's Abington showing the ability of their quarterback as an extra running back.
Right, and running. And he what he does there, he just sees where the defense goes, and if there's a lane where it spreads out and he can go and pick up 7 yards, almost 8 yards there for the Green Wave. Nice job by Riley reading that and taking advantage of the defense that Norwell set up there.
A lot of good things going on in the town of Abington. This weekend, by the time you see this, will be over, but it's the Oktoberfest celebration by Abington Celebrates. That group does a great job with their Christmas celebration, their Oktoberfest celebration, the fireworks in June.
Yep.
And if hopefully you were able to get a chance to go down and take part in. I know there's a trivia night going on right now as we're doing this game, sponsored by Abington Celebrates.
Well, they did it the same night, so I couldn't win again.
That's right.
Sean.
You know, they kind of disqualified us by creating a schedule conflict.
I know. I got a good trivia question for you, Sean.
Go ahead.
WGBH Channel 2, what does it stand for?
Ooh, GBH. It's something about Beacon Hill.
Nope, you're wrong.
Ah.
Great Blue Hill.
Great Blue Hill. That's where the antenna was.
That's where the antenna is. That's right.
What's WATD?
At the dump.
Wire at the dump. That's right.
At the dump.
All right. Patterson out wide to the far side. Maxwell out wide to the near side with, looks like Solomini in the slot there with Nash in the slot on the far side. Riley looking to throw. And ball goes incomplete. I don't know if that came out of his hand or got tipped.
I think it just came out.
Doing a quick little in pattern there. So falls incomplete. Third down and 4 at the 45. Stops the clock on the incompletion at 4:26.
So he's going to get up. It looks like to just outside the 48, right?
Yep.
So he's got about just a little over 3. Long 3, short 4.
Green Wave come up to the line of scrimmage. Get a similar formation. No, this time they got 2 men in the backfield, which is Nash and Naz. Nash and Paulding. Riley gives it to Paulding. Going to get hit in the backfield. Blitz from Norwell gets him back before he could even get started there. So a loss on the play of about 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think that's where, they're being over aggressive here. You got to do a screen, I think, or something like that.
Well, it's 4th down now.
Yeah, 4th down. But in the future, Green Wave looks like they're going to punt. For all the offense going back and forth, it's still only 7-7 here.
Yeah.
In this ball game, both teams scored pretty early.
So this will be the first punt of the game by the Green Wave.
4th down for the Green Wave.
With one man back is Bostrom, Will Bostrom, standing inside his 30. And Solomini and Riley are both back to take the long snap.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Too many men on the field.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Illegal substitution on Abington.
So
5-yard penalty.
that's just Abington moving it back for the punter. Give him a little bit more room to play, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was now if you see, the problem is for that, like if they did do kind of where they roll out and then punt it, the problem is now you got to make sure you're going to get 12 yards rather than 7. It's like someone didn't get off in time or before.
So the line of scrimmage at the 36. We'll now punt. Boston moves up to his 35. Riley with the ball rolling left, rolling, and now punts it away. Good punt on the run. No, actually goes out of bounds about midfield.
Right. It's not going to be.
Let's see where it goes.
About the 47? Yeah, 47.
Yep. So no return.
Good pursuit. There was a big man there from Norwell that was in pursuit.
3:36 on the clock now. Norwell will take possession.
They've got a couple timeouts, I believe, left as well. So it's going to be first down.
They burned at least one.
Right.
We should start writing them down, Kev.
We should.
But
we need a new scoreboard to keep track of it.
We get just too excited in the game. We lose track of things.
I thought that was Kevin's job, Kevin Tachi's.
Ball at the 46. Why is the first down? Wait, what's going on here?
No.
Yeah, okay, now they're moving the stakes. Ball is at the 48.
But, they marked it there? I thought they marked it over on the Abington's, the other side.
So it's in Abington territory.
The guy marked it on the 48 over here, though.
That's what I thought. I don't know what just happened there.
Lucarelli
keeps it, trying to go around the near side. Gets some running room up the middle, still on his feet. Down the 35. He's a shifty runner. Gets it down to the 34-yard line. And the clock will stop just to set the stakes.
So
now it starts rolling again.
Their receivers are doing, their receivers are just coming down, crashing down and taking out the Green Wave's, defensive linemen, defensive ends. Green Wave defensive end's got to be aware of that and kind of step up a little bit into the, up into the field there and get off the line of scrimmage.
That's a 15-yard penalty. 15-yard pickup. And we'll see what they do here with the fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Boston moves to the right of his quarterback. Now gets the handoff going left, up the middle, another hole, 25, cuts it back, still on his feet, then going to be, no, he's still on his feet inside the 10. Bostrom just carrying men downfield.
Yep, that was a nice electric running there by Bostrom.
And it'll be 1st and goal now at about the 9 or 8-yard line with 2:45 and counting. So now we'll see
here's when Norwell, can score and leave some time on the clock, or do they intentionally slow it down?
I think they want to just try to punch it in.
I think
Don't
they
get
will.
cute.
Yeah, I don't think they want to
Now
make
they
that
got
mistake.
trips right. Left rather.
Boston in the backfield.
Just
Lucarelli keeps it
he's
right
gonna score.
side, and he's in from 8 yards out.
Well, the Green Wave, as we go into the second half, Sean, they're going to have to solve that off-tackle quarterback keeper because he's been able to run at will there.
That is his second touchdown of the night, the first one being a 38-yard run. So this one being an 8-yard run. And then we'll line up for the kick. Connor Woodland will do the honors, number 30. 2:21 left here in the first half. Abington will get the ball back, see if they can move it downfield, and they'll get the kick off it to start the third. Ball's down.
Good.
And it is good.
Make it 14-7 here. Clippers lead.
Connor Woodland's point after kick was good.
Norwell with the lead here in this battle of the two South Shore Titans. And does Norwell kick it deep now here, Kev, or do the squib? We'll have to wait and see what.
I would probably do the squib. You don't want to give the Green Wave a big return.
With Naz Paulding and Ryan Solomini back right now, standing at their 5 as we wait for Norwell to tee it up. And Shiv Kelly will be, again, doing the honors, kicking right to left. Want to send a shout out to the Abington Green Wave coaches. Of course, head coach Ed Riley, his first year as head coach. Been a long-time assistant coach. And his assistants are Jim Daly, Scott Pfeiffer, Dave Lyons, Mike Bruning, Jason Brown, Bella Cabongo, Tom Shepard, Kalonji Cabongo, and Joe D'Antonio Jr. Those guys do a great job.
They do. At every level, freshman, JV, varsity.
So Kelly will kick. And here he approaches the ball. And is a little bit of a pooch. Bouncing at the 29 and picked up by Solomini at the 19. Solomini with he had a quick hole develop, and then it closed up on him as he went up right through the hash marks to about the 33.
34. Yep.
2:16 on the clock.
Green Wave has a few timeouts, so they still have they can do the 2-minute drill. Think on that play on the hook there where they did the pitch earlier, Sean. It probably a little bit more effective if you kind of give a little bit more room on the side. If you have that a little more tighter on the inside, maybe closer to the hash marks. Just give him some room to get out in that free space.
Green Wave show pass here as they spread out the offense. Naz in the backfield with Riley. Riley looking to throw. Quick out patent to Maxwell. Gets it at the 36. Starter steps go down.
Nice
back
move.
down the sideline. Gets very close to the first down. About maybe a yard short of the first. We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, that's a nice move by him. He kind of faked like he was going to go back in and then just popped it back out. Nice athleticism there by Maxwell. They're going to give it to him.
Call it a first down. Yep. Still moving the stakes here as the Green Wave are ready to snap the ball. First down at the 44. Riley looking to throw. Again with the out. Oh, what a catch.
Got it again. He's out of bounds, too.
Stops the clock.
Nice play.
Grab by Maxwell.
Hey, 5 yards at a whack. 6 seconds to clock. You can get it done. So that's those down and outs. And that's one of the things you see in a lot of successful high school teams.
Yep.
The two things that really, I think, separate the great teams from the good teams is being able to kind of throw that consistently down and out when you need the yardage. And the other thing is on the defensive end side, having good defensive end play.
It was just a frozen rope of a pass by Riley, and just great basketball hands there.
Well,
by
see,
Maxwell.
now they're going to have to cheat up and try to take that underneath away from him. And when you do that, you leave yourself open over the top. The defense does. So let's see what happens here. Second and about 4 here for the Green Wave.
1:54 on the clock. Right at midfield for Abington. Riley puts Solomini in motion, gets it, sweep, trying to get around the corner, and you're going to be taken down. Big defensive play there.
Yeah, number 71.
Yeah,
he's
a
big
broke
boy.
That up.
He's a big boy.
Dylan Vericamp. Because if Solomini had turned that corner, he had Paulding as a lead blocker in front of him. But Vericamp was able to get to him before he could get there. So it's a loss on the play of about 3, bring up 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7, it looks like.
3rd and 7.
So just under 1:30 to go here in the first half.
Maxwell, Solomini, and Nash out wide to the near side of the field. One wide out to the far side of the field. Now Solomini in motion. Riley to throw. He's got some pressure. He's rolling. Looking downfield. He's got a man open. He's going to be complete to Solomini.
What a great play.
Wow, at the 32-yard line.
Great play by Solomini. Great throw. Right to down low.
On
Only
the
Salamini
run.
could get it. Just a beautiful ball. Beautiful
was
catch. Nice
well
job.
executed, really
Got
well.
The clock is going, a minute to go.
Up on the ball at the 33-yard line.
The clock, it's supposed to be like when it's the ball set, but geez, they keep it going.
2 men in the backfield with Riley, 1 on each side. Looking to throw. Riley stepping up. Looking, going across the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Naz, and that'll stop the clock, though, at 48 seconds.
Well, Sean, now, too, though, it's like you'd almost rather have, obviously if he catches it for a first down, that's great. But, if he doesn't catch it, it's not a bad thing either because it stops the clock, which you're trying to save those seconds with 48 seconds to go.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 33. Norwell with the 14-7 lead at this time.
See what the Green Wave has had success throwing the ball against Norwell here. If they can give Riley time, that's the important key here, to have him be able to set his feet and throw the ball.
All right, 2nd and 10. Patterson out wide to the far side. Maxwell out wide to the near side with slots inside each with Nash on the left. And it looks like Salamini on the right. Riley looking to throw. Steps up. Puts it up in the air. It's going to fall incomplete. Looking in the direction of Salamini. But good coverage again downfield by the Clippers.
Yeah, and pressure. A lot of pressure there by the Clippers as well.
Hopefully we're tiring out those linemen wearing the white shirts.
Well, that's sort of what happened when we played
Silver
Lake. They kind of wore them down and were able to take the game over in the end of third quarter, beginning of the fourth.
Silver Lake has gone on a 3-game win streak after playing us. They beat Whitman Hanson last week.
I saw that. The
game of the
big.
week on
It was
Fox
big,
25.
right?
Yeah. All right, so 3rd and 10 now with 43 seconds on the clock here at the end of the the first half, second quarter. Riley directing traffic, puts 3 of his men over to his right, 1 to his left. Paulding in the backfield. 4-man rush. Going down the middle is going to be just knocked down.
Looks like that was a little bit behind Patterson, too.
They'll bring up 4th down.
4th and 10 with 39 seconds.
This drive started on the 33 of Abington, and now it sits at the 33 of Norwell.
So Green Wave.
Got to get it inside the 23.
10? Yep, up the 23-yard line.
Let's see who they're looking for. They go for the big tight end, and they go for Maxwell. Maxwell with single coverage over here on the near side. Salamini in the slot, another talented receiver. Nash also, going to be a timeout call by Abington. They didn't see something, they saw something they didn't like. It's Norwell's timeout. Their last timeout, interesting.
Well, that is, so that means with no timeouts, you think that now they're probably going to, with no timeouts, they'd probably just take a knee if they get this turnover on downs. Sean
Riley and Kevin Whalen here for Abington Cam, along with our crew tonight. Matt Lyons, our producer, director extraordinaire, also doing the relay plans, working in the truck. We got Mike the Postman Simmons and Dave Bowen on camera. Kevin Tachi's, he's kind of cleaning up, doing little things. Helps us always out. A lot of great stuff coming out of Abington Cam, the local cable studio. If you're interested, again, in helping out and just want to have your own show, if you want to get behind a camera for any sports or drama production or anything that's going on, you name it, they can make it happen for you. And they'll train you, help you out. A lot of good things. And we appreciate you watching the local cable TV channels.
Oh.
All right, 4th and 10. The teams get back out into the field here at Abington's Memorial Field. Green Wave break the huddle. Same formation as they had before the timeout. Riley in the shotgun. Safety moves over towards Maxwell. Get double coverage on Maxwell. Oh, he's going to be hit in the backfield. Breaks loose now. He just unloads it. Puts it up for grabs, and it is, just falls incomplete. Great effort by Riley to just get away and give Salamini a chance, but is knocked away down at about the 7-yard line. To be a turnover on downs with 30 seconds to go at the 33.
That was a turnover on downs,
So, yeah, Chris Nagel's voice over the new sound system here behind us.
So turnover to 33, first and 10, 30 seconds. See what the Green Wave does see what the Norwell Clippers do here, Sean, as far as
Do
will
they
they just
kneel
take a
down
knee
or do they run a play?
or two. No timeouts.
Right. Why not run a play?
Got nothing to lose.
They have the capability to break through the secondary, which they've shown.
Looks like they are going to run a play. They're in formation.
Lucarelli with the shotgun. Nope, he's just going to kneel down and no mas.
Yeah, got a touchdown lead.
Content with the 14-7 halftime lead are the Clippers. So both teams will take a breather. We're going to have some little entertainment at halftime where we're going to have the Abington High School Marching Band, the Abington cheerleaders. I'm not sure if the Norwell cheerleaders will be performing, and the boosters will also be doing their tennis ball toss, the booster bomb. So Kevin and I are going to take a break, talk to some of the fans here that are in the stands, and we will be back with more football action in just a short period of time.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get it. Gotta get that. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I got that hit to beat the block. Nigga get that bass on below. I got that rock and roll. That future flow. That digital spit. Next level visual shit. I got that. How to beat man. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Abington High School Green Wave football cheer squad. And please give a round of applause for the DJ in the booth, Miss Olivia McNeil. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield for the Abington High School marching band performance. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the Abington High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Tim Leonelli. Thank you to the citizens of Abington for investing in this Memorial Field Improvement project. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, we are back getting ready for the start of the second half here at Memorial Field. I think you just saw another example of the new light and sound system here. I want to thank the citizens of Abington for investing in these improvements, and it obviously can be used for more than football. We're looking forward to some townwide celebrations down here. And it is, remember, this is a memorial to the veterans of Abington, and we really want to take care of it and be proud of this at all times.
Well, looking forward to the second half, Sean. Green Wave down 14-7. I think, defensively they got to kind of have an answer for Lucarelli and Bostrom on the ground and take away the off-tackle runs of Lucarelli, kind of make them more one-dimensional with Bostrom. That's what they're going to need to do defensively. Offensively, I think they just need to get more consistency.
All right, Kelly to kick off, left to right across your television screen with the Green Wave kickoff return team out there. A line drive kick heading towards Salamini at the 9-yard line. Salamini trying to get up the middle, breaks through the gap in the coverage team there, gets it up to the 33-yard line. Nice return by Ryan and his teammates.
Oh, good special teams. They get down there pretty quick. Norwell does. Salamini, nice return, about 23-yard return.
So the Green Wave offense will come back out onto the gridiron. I can hear a super fan down there on the field.
Let's go.
Referee Newman gets everything set, and we are ready to start here in the third quarter. Patterson out wide to the far side. Mason Nash, the sole running back, with tight wings tight on each side. Nash in motion,
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground. Who got it?
So it looks like Green Wave got it. I don't know. Second
Thank
down.
goodness.
Well, Green Wave looks like they're going to try to do what they did at Silver Lake there, Sean, because start running at them,
Yep.
Try rather than doing the spread, kind of try to take a more physical approach to it. I mean, obviously that's not a good start, giving up, down there on on the shaky handoff there. And,
Student section having some fun down in the north end zone right now. Second down and 10 at the 33. Some big boys on the Clipper defensive line there.
They do have some big kids.
Abington again
Athletic,
with a
too.
tight formation. Give coming in right at you. Salamini, he's going to get it hit at the line of scrimmage. Not much of a gain on that play. Bring up 3rd and long for Abington here. Paulding talking with number 28, Andrew Lascano, downfield. Didn't see the conversation or what prompted the conversation.
Gained about a yard there, so it's going to make it 3rd and 9 here for the Green Wave. They're kind of going into a passing
defense. Bringing in some of the guys who are a little bit more fleet of foot, apparently. Thus far, Norwell sits in pretty good coverage downfield, although Riley has been able to pick them apart at times. Some good routes run by the receivers for the Green Wave. We got 3 receivers now on the far side. Riley at shotgun. Rolling to his right. Lets it go. Connects. Be short of the first. It's Maxwell out there. He caught it at the 40.
They're going to mark him back at about the 36.
It's like 37. It's being marked by this guy on the near side. Bring up a 4th down. Green Wave will likely have to kick here from their own 37.
Not the start that they wanted to have on this. Going to have,
right.
Second half.
See if we can pin him back or get a fumble from the Clippers on this return attempt. So we got a 4th and 6 now at the 37.
Bostrom is the lone running back, the lone return man back for Clippers. I think the Green what they do is they kind of playing up 10 guys up, making sure keeping the Green Wave honest here.
Salamini lined up to kick with Riley the short man. High snap, and he comes down with it. Right footed kick,
nice
a nice
high kick.
Booming kick. Coming down at the 34 and rolling Abington's way inside the 30 down to about the 27. Yeah, that great kick by Salamini.
Yeah, that was
with
37.
no return, which is important also.
37 to the 27.
9:13 on the clock in the 3rd quarter.
And the key to that too, Sean, you said it was a nice high kick too.
Yeah.
What that does is just gives the coverage team time to get down there, and they were right down there before the ball even hit. So nice job of coverage there by the Green Wave. Nice punt. Kind of flipped the field a little bit here on this first drive for the Clippers.
All right, so the Clippers' first play from scrimmage now to start the second half. They spread out their offense again. 1 man in the backfield, Lucarelli. They give to the running back, Bostrom up the middle. He's got a hole over to 35, 40, 45. Still on his feet, almost up to midfield on a big pickup on the first play.
Yeah, and again, like 3 or 4 guys had the opportunity to hit him, and he's just still making yardage after the hit. So nice job of running there by Bostrom.
And credit to the offensive line there for the Clippers. They're making holes, so Bostrom's getting into the linebacker crew at a pretty good rate of speed. And the linebackers are essentially catching him from the side instead of head on there.
Absolutely. That's the thing, Sean. You get those little lanes, and he's, both Lucarelli and him have been able to take advantage of his small lanes. And he gets into the backfield, the defensive backfield, pretty quickly.
Interesting that Lucarelli now to Bostrom again. Bostrom at the middle, stutter steps, gets over the 50, and then gets smacked at the 49. They'll give him up to the 48-yard line, pick up about 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
Lucarelli and Bostrom kind of talk to each other each play as to what side Bostrom's going to line up. Bostrom again talking to the referee about something. I don't know if there's something going on in the bottom of the piles or what's happening, but nevertheless, 2nd and 7. 8 minutes of rolling with Norwell with a 14-7 lead here. 4th game of the season for both of these clubs. And both come in with a 2-1 record. Again, they spread out the offense, which requires the defense to also spread. Now they put a man in motion. They keeps it. Lucarelli's trying to get around the far
There's
side.
a hold out there on Patterson.
And Lucarelli will get the first down near the 40-yard line. It'll be bring up a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Patterson couldn't get loose from his block.
Libby gets credit for running
out of bounds.
Abington looking for a defensive stop here early in the third.
That's what they need, Sean. It seems like more of what happened in the first half. See if they can kind of come up with some answers here as we get into the first drive in the second half of the.
Bostrom on the left side avoids a tackle at the line of scrimmage,
Nice
and then
hit
stood
there.
up and spun around.
That was 51 for the Green Wave.
Yeah, it did look like that's Matt Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. And Pfeiffer, the thing is, too, that was good pursuit by Pfeiffer because he was not, he's obviously up on the line, but then he had a bounce outside where he kind of hesitated a little bit, and that gave Pfeiffer the opportunity to be able to get out there and just stop it. So nice job, nice team effort by the Green Wave. That's what you want to see. At the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, you want to get at least a hit, slow them down, and then you can have other people help clean them up.
Nash takes a breather. And they come out with a very similar formation. Bostrom in the backfield. Put a man in motion, shuffles over to the right side. Lucarelli's going to do a little bubble screen over the near side. Out in the flat, spun around, knocked down. Going to be short of the first. The receiver on that play was number 8, Christian Farias. Farias, I guess they say.
Farias?
That'll be 3rd and 5 now at the Green Wave 35. So Abington really want to tighten up right here.
They really do. This is a big play. I mean, third, you got to get the ball back. I mean, they got to get a score in here. We're already coming in halfway here through the third quarter. So, when you're down by a score, it's like every possession begins to matter.
This play might say a little bit about the psyche of Coach Willis, too. Like with 3rd and 5, do you just stay with what's working on the ground, or do you try to mix it up and go to the air? And similar formation. You don't know what they're going to do here. Let's see. Lucarelli. Hands off, keeps it up the middle, but he's going to be hit and taken down.
He only picks up about not even a yard. That's right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Green Wave. There's that number
McSherry.
89. Jeff McSherry came in. Number 89 for the Green Wave. Nice hit by him.
So 4th and 5. Now here's, again, similar question. Do you stick it on the ground or do you go to the air?
I think you keep running it.
I do too.
I haven't seen anything that, the passing game, obviously they haven't had to pass too much tonight either. But
again, Lucarelli, the sophomore shotgun. Will Bostrom standing to his right. Green Wave show blitz. Lucarelli keeps it. He's going to dive forward, gets hit, stood up.
He's down.
Short of the first.
Turnover on downs. Big stop by the Green Wave D.
Stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yard short.
Should be waiting for the second. It is first down by the Green Wave. So a turnover on downs. A big defensive stand there with 4:58 left to go here in the third
and that's what the offense needed. You needed that big defensive stand. Get the ball at the 31-yard line here, see what you can do. Obviously, the first play of that first drive, you kind of had that little fumble there, the miscue on the snap. It kind of stalls that whole drive. So let's see if they can start with a clean set of downs here and get the ball moving.
Patterson out wide to the far side with single coverage. One man in the backfield is Mason Nash, outstanding running back for the Green Wave. I see Naz Spalding in there also on the wing, the near side wing. Riley puts a man in motion. Looks like that's Salamini. A big hole.
Oh, nice.
Salamini over the 40. He gets about 9 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what they did. Just power running, pulling both guards and tackles, pulling the guards out there into that hole, and just Salamini following it.
Well, they give him the first down with that coverage, with that yardage.
Green Wave in a hurry
up on the ball at the 41, 1st and 10. Riley under center, puts a man in motion. They give up the middle to Nash. Nash just gets tripped up. Good defensive play there by number 50 for the Clippers. I think Ryan Daly, one of the captains.
And this is what you do, Sean, when you have a team that's kind of overly aggressive and really kind of, you kind of take it right at them. And they did this against Silver Lake last 2 weeks ago. And that's what you got to do, I think, tonight, too. Just kind of hurry it up, make it quicker. They don't have time to react.
Yep. 2nd and 8.
Run right at them.
Maxwell out wide. Naz, the near side wing, and 2 men in the backfield behind Riley, who's under center. Riley gives a quick dive up the right side by Salamini. Stutter steps, still on his feet.
He still has it.
Oh,
what a
they
play.
blew him down.
What?
They blew him down at the 50, saying his knee was down.
I don't think it was, but.
Right, great effort by Ryan Salamini, getting extra yardage. They're going to mark it at the 50, be 3rd and 1.
Going to show a replay here, Sean.
See if we can get any view there. You see Salamini gets hit. Down. I didn't see the knee, but they did from the other view.
He used his hand and kind of lunged forward.
Great view by the Abington cameraman.
So they're going to do, looks like they're getting ready for a quarterback sneak, putting some beefier people up in the middle there.
3rd and 1. Dive left by Nash. Nash going to get over the 50. I think he's got it, Kevin.
Yeah, they gave it to him. This guy has
Yep.
given it to him.
He's got the first down.
He's got it. Yeah, they're marking it. They're going to give it to him on the 50. Right.
I know the chain gang wants to do a measurement,
Yep.
but they're going to just wave that first down. Big pickup there by Nash and the offensive line for the Green Wave.
And what they do is they mark it when they start a first series. They start it right at the marker, so it's like right at the yards at the yard. So whenever it's over that yard, they know that it's a first down.
So 1st and 10 now at the Clipper 49-yard line with just under 3 minutes to go. Riley calls the cadence, senior quarterback. Naz right up the left side. Naz. Naz gets it over
first
the
down.
40. Another first down for Abington. They're just chopping away here.
God, this is just a repeat of Silver Lake. Hopefully they can kind of keep it going, Sean.
Just and every different back being used right now between Solomini and Nash, and there was Paulding just running them in and out. The Ward brothers are in there also helping out. So they're moving the stakes now further into Clipper territory at the 38-yard line. Van Luling and company up to the line of scrimmage. Got Big T out there and Pfeiffer out there.
Doing a great job up in the front.
One wide out to the near side. Give left side. No, Solomini
Solomini
trying to turn the corner. Gets it up to about the 35-yard line. Pick up about 3.
Yep, positive yards. Keep it going.
A lot of two-way players for both teams. See Bostrom out there, number 26.
Yep.
Coming up from the secondary position.
And a lot of the linemen, too, and I think that's the key, too, right? I mean, these bigger guys, they're going to get tired as you go along. You can run right at them.
Bostrom's stretching out his hamstring right now. He's cramping up a bit. That could be a game changer on both sides of the ball. Nash and Solomini in the backfield. Second down, Solomini, right tackle, now cuts it back on the left side. Solomini still on his feet at the 30. He'll be taken down.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 here for the Green Wave.
That's right. They mark him just outside the 30. 3rd and 3. Minute and a half in the third quarter. Norwell with a 14-7 lead, but Abington moving the ball.
I thought he got a little bit more than that, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Let's see how many we get here on this third down conversion attempt.
It's impressive, too, the Green Wave doing it all on the run where, all on the ground where they, really struggled in the first half getting anything. So nice job by the Green Wave kind of taking this right to them.
Third down. Naz on the
He's
right
got a
side.
hole.
He's got a hole. He's going to bump it outside. He's going to get the first down inside the 30. Flag thrown, though. 25 inside the 20, and then knocked out of bounds at about the 17.
Phantom hold.
We'll see what the call is. It was 3rd and 3, and they are going to call holding against the Green Wave. But moving back 5, make it 3rd and 8. That hurts.
It does. And that's the thing. You can't, those are the things that do hurt, John. So now it's going to be 3rd and about 8, you said? Because it's a spot foul from the spot.
Out there in the line of scrimmage, number 58, Jonathan Sharp Hunt. You can see Andrew Van Luling, number 53. Gino's out there, number 52. Of course, the Big T, and number 78, Thomas Muniz. Who else we got? It looks like Matt Pfeiffer, of course,
Pfeiffer,
number 51.
51.
Yep.
He's playing both ways, and he's a sophomore.
Riley back in the huddle now, a third.
They gave it, and they actually made it from the line of scrimmage, too.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. How is that possible? I mean, it was 3 yards down past the thing. Wow.
So they're going to get it to the 28-yard line. Riley in the shotgun. Puts Nash in motion, going to the right side. Blitz coming up. Riley out now underneath to Naz, who gets tied up and going to be taken down. Actually a loss on the play of about 4. Bring up a 4th down situation at the 42-yard line. Interesting decision.
It is. It's just, Green Wave had the first down.
4th and 14. Now, Kev, punting is going to put the ball down, at the goal line with a chance for a return, which gets you, out to the 25, 30-yard line maybe.
Yeah, you're down 1 score, so you're in just inside a minute to go here in the third quarter. So I do think, I don't play the field position game here, Sean. You're at the 42. I think you try to go for it here.
Worst case scenario is you're going to give them the ball at the 42.
Right, I mean, you're only going to kick the ball generally 20 yards, so it's
Right.
like you're talking giving up 20 yards. So they get the ball at the 20-22.
You see, they're going to try to go to the air to get that first down. 2 wideouts to each side for Riley. Looks over the defense. They show blitz from the corners. Riley put it up, looking and just incomplete. Not sure if that was for Salamini or Maxwell, but it'll be a turnover on downs, and it will change direction at the 42. So both teams failed to convert on their first possession of the third quarter with 28 seconds left to go. You still don't like that call.
I don't like the call, but they've called a couple on the other way too. So, but I don't know. I just didn't see that was a hold at all.
So they mark it at the Norwell 42. And Norwell's offense now on the field in their white shirts.
Fans, a reminder that this weekend as the Abington celebrates 8th annual
Lucarelli moving his offense, trying to get people in the right position. Lascano moved to the right side. They give to Bostrom. Bostrom turns it back inside the tackle and gets stood up at the 45-yard line after he picks
Good
up
hit
about
there.
3.
Nice hit by the Green Wave. Doing a nice job defensively, kind of tightening up their D now, Sean. Hopefully they can kind of get the ball back for the offense. I mean, you saw some good things happening there.
Somebody called timeout. Oh, it's a penalty. Ooh, Abington with a 12 men on the field penalty. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Now, I think it's a choice, I believe, right? They take it from the original line of scrimmage or they take the result of the play. They're talking about it right now. So the original line of scrimmage was a 42, so it's either first and 5 at the 47 or second and about 5. So you'd think they're going to take the penalty. Just waiting for John Willis just made his decision with the referee crew.
So it's going to be 1st and 5.
Mm-hmm. At the 47. And that's the end of the third quarter here with no scoring in the third quarter. We just had the 2 possessions. No, I'm sorry, more than that.
Yeah.
At Abington.
Had 2, yeah.
Abington
2 and
went 3 and out, right?
Yeah.
Then Norwell moved it down and we stopped them on a 4th and 5 play. And then Abington moved it down and got stopped with the help of some penalties.
Yeah, that's a tough thing about playing a team like Norwell when they get a lead because they're able to, grind time off the clock, Sean.
Right.
You could see that where, that's a pretty fast quarter right there. So
we got 12 more minutes left in this heavyweight battle here. Each team throwing some haymakers at each other, and the defenses have kind of stood up when they needed to, but they've also been giving up a little bit here and
how
there.
can it be? Oh, it's okay. I was going to say, how can it be 1st and 4? It's going to be 1st and 5.
Kevin's right on it.
Yep. Steve Wakeland wasn't.
Well, he's the weak link over there in the chain gang. Want to thank the chain gang. I want to give a shout out to all our cheerleaders that are down there in front of us. Captain Maeve Coe, Captain Cadence Curvels, Captain Taylor Diambra, Captain Maeve Duquette, Captain Jada Flavin, Captain Shay Lehman, Jordan Fonseca, Kylie Fonseca. The juniors are Marissa Ercolano, Michaela Gunning, Alyssa Magnuson, Lily Mullen, McKenna Perry, Sam Robbins. Sophomores are Avery Faulkner, Jocelyn Healy, Caitlin McKiernan, Kayla O'Leary, Lila Oppenheim, Chloe Richardson, Ava Ryan, and Michaela Salamini. And our freshmen, Layla Clark, Kiara McKiernan, Ella McSherry, Mia Manassian, Peyton Murphy, and Gracie Poirier. There are your 28 Abington High School cheerleaders. All right.
Great job, ladies.
First down at the 47-yard line right here in front of you. Looking right down, barrel of the gun. Bostrom right side, still on his feet. Bostrom going down the far sideline. Bostrom from 47 yards away. Steps and then taken down at about the 10-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle.
Michael Riley kind of dove in and he had jumped over and they had some help from behind there. I don't know if that was Salamini.
It was Salamini in the tackle at the 10. So big play there for the Clippers to start the fourth quarter. Puts them inside the red zone with 11 and a half minutes to go in the game. First and goal now at just inside the 10. Lucarelli gets the selection. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him keeping the ball since he's got the 2 scores thus far.
Lucarelli, and you got Bostrom out there too. So
they stack it up on the right side. A couple of blocking backs. Lucarelli keeps it.
Bumps outside. Nice job there by the Green Wave. Who's that? Is that Pfeiffer?
That is 58 on the
58.
tackle.
That's
That's Jonathan Sharp.
Punt.
Yeah.
Nice job. Just didn't let go. No pick up there.
It was a great play. So 2nd down and goal.
58, Jonathan Sharp, punt.
Nice job there.
He picks up about 2, though, on the run as he dove forward.
2nd down and 9 for the Clippers.
Defense being asked once again to shut the door on the Clippers. Clippers now break their huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Bostrom in the backfield. And 28, Lascano set off to the left. Bostrom trying to get the right side, still on his feet.
He's got some room. He's going to go in.
5, and he's in from 8 yards out.
Oh, there's a penalty flag.
In the backfield.
There's a flag on the field.
Up chop. What?
Penalty against Green Wave will be waved off. While hitting the quarterback below the waist, I'm guessing.
I think it was more like a guy. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was. Chop block for defensive player?
8-yard touchdown run at 10-18. Puts him up now by 2 scores.
Block on the defense. It's a 10-yard penalty. They can do it on the try or on the kickoff.
Well, they're probably not going to do it on the try. 10-yard penalty on the try would be halfway the distance of the goal from the 3-yard line.
I don't understand what that is, though.
I think I didn't see the play, but I'm assuming that they went and hit the
15-yard penalty on the ensuing kickoff.
15-yard penalty will be on the kickoff, so instead of they'll move the ball even further downfield for the kick. We'll wait for this kick. Score now 20-7 as we await the 3rd PAT attempt by Woodland. He's been perfect thus far. Big rush, and it does go up and through.
Connor Woodland.
So the Green Wave got to get the ball back twice here, Kev.
Yep, they got to in 21-7.
Looking for a good kickoff return, but
Or they got to kick it off from the 50 or from the 45. I would go for an onside kick. I still don't understand what that call is. It's like a chop block was the sign, but I'll have to ask Larry.
Please come to the press box to collect your winnings.
so Norwell will be kicking off right to left, and we've seen him kicking it pretty well downfield, about 2/3 of the way downfield, but now when they're starting at the Greenway 45, he could potentially put this down around the Abington 5-yard line. Or, as Kevin mentioned, do they go for an onside kick, and if they lose it?
It's still at the 35.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we'll see.
That's something I might do, Kevin, because, okay, you might be able to pin the Greenway back at about the 10 or the 20, but you also give them an opportunity to break one open. And I'd like to see him kick it to either Solimini or Paulding. They can run the 100 pretty quickly, and they're standing just about their own goal line right now. So Shiv Kelly will kick off, and we'll see what the Clippers decide to go deep or short. And they do go deep. A line drive kick, and picked up by Naz right on the 2-yard line. Naz up the middle, and then going to be taken down.
It's up at the 20.
Yep.
God, no flag. Can't believe it.
So the Greenway will come out 80 yards away from Pater.
Well, the Green Waves needs to get a score here, obviously, and then, see what happens after that. But with 10 minutes to go in the ball game, they need to do it pretty quickly.
They put it right on the 20-yard line.
First and 10 Greenway on
Abington's,
20-yard line.
need some big chunk yardage, but they got to be smart too. And it's hard to break away from this Norwell Clippers squad too, because they get some speed in the second.
They do. They have some athletes. They get some good pressure up front. Green Wave. The thing is, they could do it before, Sean. Now they can't. They got to kind of score quickly. They. What I mean by that is they could take deliberate right there. No chance at all. But they could take the slow approach before, and now they just can't.
Luke Peden, number 54, came in, looked like
Untouched.
unabated. Yeah, I don't know how that happened there. Wasn't watching the line play. I was watching these
Jack
receivers.
Riley's out there. That was was that a trick play where Jack was handed off to Michael?
I don't know. We'll see the replay right here. I mean, he just came in unabated.
There was like 3 or 4 guys in there.
Don't know what that play was set up to be, but it did not come to fruition. So it's a loss of about 5 or so on the play, being 2nd and 15. Maxwell going to the far side now. Jack Riley rolling left. The southpaw quarterback now steps up, gets away from one, puts his head down, and gets up to about the original line of scrimmage. Jack's a sophomore quarterback, the younger brother of Michael.
Jack Riley on the carries for the Green Wave, brought down the Clippers number
Bring up 3rd and long now for Abington.
Ends up a 3rd down and 11 for the Green Wave.
Now Michael Riley back in there at quarterback.
I think that first play might have been a trick play, Sean, where they were handing it off to Michael. Jack was, and then Michael was going to come out into the flat and throw it.
I don't know.
And I don't know.
I'm not going to talk about it on the air, Kevin.
I know.
And the coach is going to kill you for saying that.
Well, I mean, I think anybody, normal football person would be able to deduce that or induce that.
Green Wave have to burn a timeout, unfortunately.
Timeout.
Didn't have the personnel, or at least the formation, ready to go. 8:32 in the fourth quarter. It's been a good game, you know.
It has been a good game, and you know, Green Wave was driving there. If that would have been, you know, looked like they were going to be going in, and obviously just got derailed by a few penalties.
And I want to thank, at the beginning of the game, we had the brief ceremony, and I wanted to send a shout out again to Glenn LaPointe, who helped us out with the presentation. Glenn is a retired U.S. Marine, and he was a presidential bodyguard while he was in the Marines. But he has been one of the most generous guys in Abington for the kids in Abington. The work that he's done behind the scenes without getting any credit, a lot of it just donated, just improving the Arnold Park playground. Basketball court, he put that in on a Sunday morning, repaved the whole thing. No one knew, no one never asked
They
for
do
done.
now, Sean. Jeez, you know.
Yeah, well, I want to give the guy credit.
Well, you know, Sean, and you do obviously so much too for the
I
town.
want to stick with Glenn because Glenn has just done a lot. He
Glenn
helped
does
us.
do a lot.
When we redid
Absolutely.
the baseball field, he was there again, volunteering their services, helping us get all the stuff put together.
Yep,
When
he
we redid
absolutely
the
does do
track,
so
it was
much.
his crew doing that. They've helped out building snack shacks. They just do it all, and it was kind of
3rd and
appropriate
12.
that he make the presentation tonight. I'm happy that he was part of it. Shotgun for Riley. Michael Riley looking to throw, now going downfield, laying it up, looking for Salamini, and the ball gets knocked free, knocked down, incomplete. That'll bring up a punt situation here with the ball marked at the 18-yard line.
Michael Riley's pass was intended
4th and 12.
Ryan Salamini. Fell incomplete. That brings up a 4th
So,
down for the Green Wave.
something Abington really can't afford to do is give the ball back to Norwell, as it will take time off the clock and with the potential of Norwell put more points on the board. But we'll see what they do here deep in their own territory at the 18-yard line. One man back standing at midfield is Will Bostrom.
Well, down by 2, we certainly know the clock is not your friend. So
Right. Especially when you're playing a team that runs the ball, which means the clock doesn't stop at the end of a running play, as it would if there was an incomplete pass
That's
or
right.
pass out of bounds. Riley looking to kick. No, now he's looking to throw. They're trying to set it up, and it's going to be smelled out,
by 21,
and it's going to be taken down to the 14-yard line. Good play by Joseph Perniola. They tried to set up kind of a screen, and
is there a flag down?
I don't think so.
Number 8, Liam Ward.
Oh no, it's a ball.
It was completed to Liam Ward, but he had a man right on him at the, where are they marking it, the 15? At the 15.
He was brought down by the Clippers number
So a
21.
turnover and downs in great field position now for Norwell at 8-19.
1st and 10. Clippers.
Norwell can go for the jugular here. And they likely will.
I know,
because,
it's like-
you know, they respect Abington and Abington respects Norwell. So Lucarelli in the huddle with his teammates in their white away jerseys.
Let's hear it for
They
the
put two
Abington
wideouts to the
Green
far
Wave
side.
cheer squad.
Again, Bostrom standing next to Lucarelli. Gives to Bostrom. Bostrom up the middle, spins.
Get some nice moves. Picks up a couple in there.
Gino Michelli on the tackle, down on the bottom.
Uh-oh, looks like someone's cramping.
That might be Gino himself, or who is it? Yeah, it is Gino.
Number 52 for the Green Wave.
8:01 on the clock. And our athletic trainer, Alicia Reed, will go out there to tend to Gino. See what he needs to.
Looks like it's just a cramp.
So coming up, the Green Wave. Next week, we're going to be playing on Thursday night, a home game against Sandwich High School, Thursday night.
Thursday night.
And then on Friday, October 18th, we traveled to Rockland, right down the street, to take on the
My
Bulldogs.
anniversary.
On the 18th?
On the 18th.
Where are you going to go? You going out with your wife? You're coming to Greenway football?
Greenway football.
All right.
That's what she prefers.
Thursday, then the following week is another Thursday game. So we get 2 more Thursday games. Actually, 3 when you count Thanksgiving. But Thursday, October 24th, home against East Bridgewater. And then Friday, November 1st, away at Middleborough.
Well, Silver Lake, too, was a Thursday. So we have quite a few Thursdays this.
Some of the towns are doing Thursday either for the holidays or because they're having their homecoming weekend. So which I believe
Thursday, Friday.
East Bridgewater, I think, is their homecoming. So again, next Thursday, October 10th, home versus Sandwich. Friday, October 18th, away at Rockland. Thursday, October 24th, home versus East Bridgewater. Friday, November 1st, at Middleborough. And then the rest of the dates in Middleborough between the 1st and Thanksgiving are the playoff, the postseason. So those dates and opponents are to be named later.
2nd and 7 for the Clippers on the Greenway.
Chris Nagel says it's 2nd and 7 on the 12. The clock rolls under the 8-minute mark here. Lucarelli again in the shotgun now with Bostrom to his right. Lucarelli's letting the clock roll down, take time off the clock. Good coaching, 10 seconds left, and now they'll call the snap. Now they put a man in motion. Lucarelli keeps it right side, looking for blocks, follows the big men, gets it down inside the 5.
Down about the 4.
It's a tough offense. It reminds me of the Stoneham offense, which is just in between the tackles, big guys up on the line, big hard running backs. If you don't have the beef to block it, it's going to be hard to slow that down. And Stoneham is having a big year again using that exact same offense.
It's the Greenway schedule I think gets a little bit easier, Sean, after this, right? I mean, I know Sandwich
is good this year.
Sandwich pretty good.
Yeah, Norwell,
Rockland
Sandwich.
had a little bit down here.
Strong, yep. First and goal now at the 4-yard line.
Sandwich is not in the league, though, right?
They are. Hold on, I got it somewhere here in all my notes. Sandwich is in our division.
Yeah.
The South Shore League Sullivan division.
Okay.
So they spread out the offense once again. Boston now goes in motion. They fake the pitch. Lucarelli wants to keep it.
Hold. Where's the hold there? Jeez.
Lucarelli is in from 4 yards out for the 4th touchdown of the game for the Clippers.
22 had a hold on the end there. And I don't understand how Mr. Newman didn't see that. Wow.
6:18 on the clock, and they score their 4th one of the night. They'll see if Woodland can go 4 for 4 from the PATs. It's going to be a disappointing night for Abington because this was a game that they could have won.
No, I know, and it's like the implications for the league, title are definitely
certainly not out of it.
They're not out of it, but obviously, Norwell is the team to beat. So
it'll make that game next week against Sandwich even more important now, where they really want to take it to Sandwich and then go and get a victory over Rockland. And then you get East Bridgewater, Middleborough. Middleborough is down a little bit this year, so we could win the next 4 games and be in a really good position. But this one would have been a nice one to grab. Kick is up and good.
Makes it 28-7.
Point after attempt was good.
Some jarring going on out there, which is not really necessary.
In the game.
With 6:18 on the clock. Kick is good.
He doesn't talk. He shouldn't talk to the players. He needs to talk to the coach if there's an issue. He's got the players talking to him all the time.
Well, captains can talk to him, the refs. So, Bostrom's one of their captains. And we'll see now what the Green Wave can do on this next series. Need that quick strike capability. And I'm assuming now Norwell will kick it deep downfield. They'll probably do a long squib. Kingston Maxwell now is deep with Solomini. Naz is not out there right now. Kelly with a big windup, just squibs it downfield, bounces. Maxwell picks it up at the 20. Maxwell up the middle, looking for a hole, and the scrum forms at about the 34-yard line.
Quick whistle there. So 6:10 to go here.
Maxwell on the return for the Green Wave.
I don't know if Naz is. Oh,
Brings up first and 10
he's on the
Green
sidelines here.
Is he cramping up? Where is he?
No, he's right down here on the bench. Number 6.
All right, so the Green Wave offense with the ball marked at about the 33-yard line. First and 10, says the crew over there of Ben Luling and McGuire and Wakeland and Nash, our chain gang volunteers.
See what we do. Here we go.
Thursday night. It'll be Thursday night, October
Good tight
10th.
formation for the Green Wave.
versus San
Nash in the backfield.
Thursday
Salamini
night, October 10th.
is one of the wings. The man in motion is Ward. Hand off up the middle, and Nash gets a couple right between the tackles. We have second down for Abington. I think we have 2 timeouts left, I believe.
2 timeouts, 5:56 to go here.
Ball to 36 now.
Second down for the Green Wave.
Green Wave now break the huddle with Patterson out wide, number 3 on the near side. Brendan Ward, number 2, is the left side wing. Riley looking to throw. He's rolling. Now unleashes it, connects to Nash, and Nash gets control of the ball and steps out of bounds at the 37-yard line. There was a little
He's
battle
out of-
for the ball.
Why is he keeping the clock going?
Mason Nash brought down by the Clippers, number 28.
I don't know if he didn't step out. What do they say?
He was out of bounds.
Brings up a third down and
There's
7.
a flag thrown.
Green Wave.
Oh, on one of the Clippers. Stopped the clock at 5:10.
Finally.
Somebody mouthed off to one of the refs.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Norwell. 15-yard penalty, enough for a first down.
If you didn't hear that, it's 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct against the Clippers. It'll be enough for a Green Wave first down. It's going to move him from the 36 to what, the 49 of the Clippers. If I'm doing my math correctly, Kev. am I?
Yep, it'd be like right about the. Yep, should be 49 and a first down. There we go. Oh, 48. They just did that to make you be wrong, Sean. Should have been the 49, but they just did an extra yard. They heard what you said.
Yeah, I'll take the extra yard for our benefit. Want to thank again Matt Nelson.
Although we do have trouble with that math once it goes past the
Yeah,
50. We
you
always
have to
kind of
start
struggle with that.
subtracting
It's like an MCAS question, and
Well, I got interrupted during my thank you, so we'll come back to those. First and 10 right in front of you at the Clippers' 48-yard line. Nash in the backfield right behind Riley. Ward in motion. They fake it. They're looking to throw. Dumps
it
it,
just
looking
can't.
for
Oh,
Nash.
just a little over. The play was there.
I want to say a good block there by Gino. Big number 71 for Norwell was coming in. That was Varikamp. We saw him earlier. And Gino was able to kind of basically redirect and get in his way to give Riley a little extra time. But unfortunately couldn't connect with Nash. He tried to lead him. Bring up second down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Kingston Maxwell, number 18, wide out to the near side with Salamini in the slot. 2 men in the backfield, on the left and right of Riley in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Good protection. Looking downfield, though. Good coverage. And Riley's going to be thrown out of bounds. Almost a course call. No flag over
Yeah,
here.
he doesn't throw him that way, Sean.
So it'll be a loss on the play on what will be considered a sack. Riley didn't see anything downfield, so he just ate the ball. Yeah, Coach Riley is asking Coach Newman why it wasn't called a horse collar. So he grabbed him from the back of the neck to the top of the shoulder pads. But no call going Green Wave's way. Third down.
Yep. Third and about 15.
I'm going to say it's 3rd and 16. Chris
Third and
says it's
16,
3rd and
yeah,
17.
thereabouts. Well, just under 4 minutes to go.
Doing my math. 3rd down and long here. Abington looking for a little spark. Liam Ward out wide to the far side of the field. Looking to throw is Riley. Steps up. Looking for some time. Looking for an open receiver. Making some time. Now puts it up. It's going to be incomplete. As Riley doesn't have time to set and throw, and the receivers, again, well covered by the Clippers secondary. Get a little chippy down there on the field.
It is, in every game that Newman does, it seems like the head official always seems like it's chippy. It always seems like not under control.
Don't know if I can
Well, Silver Lake was like that too, though.
Yeah.
Silver Lake was definitely like that. He was there.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I can put on the ref or if it's really the players out there.
Got to
but-
control the game.
Yeah, there's truth to that, Kev. Yeah. So the ball is at the Abington 46, 4th and 16.
Right.
They got to get it down inside the 38-yard line. Anything short of that will be a turnover on downs. Riley rolling against the grain, trying to turn around, but he's going to be
get sacked.
taken down at the 36. The Norwell sidelines are up. We're the flag downfield here to our right at the 31-yard line. The back judge, Jim Rourke.
So
threw
this
the
could be a
flag.
15-yard penalty, but not a first down, right?
It's because it was 4th and 16.
16's 4th and 16, so it could be 15-yard penalty and then
Just waiting for having a discussion there in front of us out in midfield. 3:28 left on the clock. Again, next week the game will be Thursday night, October 10th, home against Sandwich.
With holding on the defense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
First down.
So instead of 4th and 16, it'll be 4th and 6.
Isn't defensive holding automatic first down, though? Only in pros? I don't know.
Now we're playing in the National Federation of High School rules, and to be honest with you, I don't know all of them yet because they
They change all the time. Yeah.
just differences from the NCAA rules, which we used to play under. Ball to 44. That translates to 4th and 6.
So, all right, it was on the 44 before? No.
Liam Ward out wide to the far side with Salamini in the slot. We got Maxwell and Patterson on the near side in the slot formation. Nash in the backfield, the blocking back. They throw out to
Maxwell.
Maxwell gets the first at the 35-yard line.
Stops, yeah. That's been there all night long.
3:09 on the clock.
Michael Riley's pass is complete to number 18, Kingston Maxwell.
They'll set it up and stop the clock, so Abington's going to get right up on the ball. The
They
ball
started that right away
34.
before the ball was on the ground.
10, Green Wave.
Shotgun for Riley. Riley rolling left, turns, puts it up, trying to get to
Double
the corner
coverage.
of Salamini, and
It's
it's going
gonna
to
be
be
picked.
picked off at the 9-yard line
2:46 to go in the ball game.
by the Clippers. That could be the final dagger.
Number 4, Matthew Pentila.
Matthew Pentila, number 4, with the interception down at the 9.
10 for the Clippers.
Riley just trying to create a spark down there and send it to one of his most talented receivers. But again, great coverage downfield. Credit where credit is due to the Clippers secondary. And the Clippers will have it with 2:45 on the clock. Okay, that's really all she wrote. If they
Absolutely,
wanted to
yeah.
just run the
3
clock out.
touchdowns is would have been pretty monumental to overcome. And the Green Wave had their moments tonight, and Norwell was just better. And I think you got to take away from that. Obviously, the third quarter there, they had that. They were going back to kind of tie up the score there at 14-7, and then
Right.
they had that first down, and it was taken back, and just a killer for the Green Wave.
Shotgun formation. Is that a new quarterback?
I don't know. Looks
Give
like
to
it.
the
Yeah,
right
it's
side.
number 10. It's number 10 for the Clippers. It's O'Hare.
Yep. Keegan O'Hare is the quarterback now. He's got about 5 touchdowns already in this. Early in the season, he picked up a couple of touchdowns. Patterson coming out. His helmet fell off, so you have to come out for at least one play.
Brought down by the Green Waves, number 4, Mason Nash.
Ball is marked now at the 11-yard line.
Number 54, Kevin Lopes.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 here for the Clippers as we come down just about to 2 minutes on the ball game.
In the backfield is number 21, Joseph Perniola, behind O'Hare. O'Hare with the shotgun, gives to Perniola up the middle, spins, he's still on his feet. Nice bit of running there, gets it up over the 20-yard line. It'll be a fresh set of downs under the 2-minute mark here for the Clippers. Disappointing loss for the Green Wave, but hopefully it lights a fire in their belly as we get ready for the game against the Sandwich Knights, the Blue Knights.
And number
And it's a big win for Norwell.
It is a big win. I mean, this they're obviously go to 3-1 here. Green Wave go to 2-2. It is a big win, and kind of really sets them up for the for the remaining season here as far as league play. Because you only have 2 more weeks then you go to playoffs anyways, right?
Well, no, we got
three more games, and then you go to playoffs.
Berniola trying to get around the right
you
side.
get Sandwich, Rockland, and then East Bridgewater, and then playoffs. In Middleborough. Oh, so 4. And Middleborough is always, tough. They're a tough game. They're a big school.
They are, and we'll be playing at Middleborough, so that's always tough to go down there. But again, they did lose some talent this year, so hopefully that's going to be in the win category for Abington. But you just never know. Next week, Norwell is playing home against Rockland. And then they travel to Middleborough and then play Sandwich at home and East Bridgewater at home. So it should be another win against Rockland next week. And then they'll take the challenge of Middleborough and Sandwich and East Bridgewater. And they kneel down and let the clock roll.
Well, Sean, the team's just got to move on from this, I think.
Right.
There's some, positives, but you got to build on those and kind of, the negatives you got to kind of just forget about and, work to correct some of the mistakes here. And as you go into Sandwich and, East Bridgewater and Rockland and Middleborough, you really finish strong so as you go into the playoffs. But
yep.
So congratulations to Norwell, though. They played a great game.
Yeah, the Clippers, 28-7. They notch another one in the win column. Their only loss against a very, very strong Scituate team, which is a couple of divisions above them, much like our game against Duxbury. So Abington will have to regroup and get back and take it to Sandwich on Thursday night, October 10th. And then again, we'll be playing at Rockland the following week. Hope to see you at both games. Kevin, I want to thank you for joining us once again. It's always fun doing this with you. And of course, Matt Nelson, who's doing everything here. You should see how many dials he's got next to us and controls. He's running the truck, all his graphics, do the instant replay. And we got some pretty good cameramen up there. We got Dave and Mike helping us out, and Kevin Tachi's loading the bus. So want to thank everyone. Again, want to thank the Community Preservation Committee for helping out, working together with so many other people to make these lights become a reality, and all the work you can see on the far side of the field. And you can see Norwell celebrating. This is kind of like almost an early playoff victory for these guys, and rightfully so. Abington is a good victory for them. So, again, for the final time, final score here at Memorial Field, Norwell 28, Green Wave 7. We will see you next week for more Green Wave football action. Thank you for tuning in and supporting Abington Green Wave Athletics.